Well, if you missed everything that happened during today's session, don't worry, we're getting you caught up right now on the only stocks that you need to know about. It's time for Street Smart's Top 10. Coming in at number 10, Zale, jumping 29% after the jewelry store chain reported full-year income with 24 cents a share, well ahead of the 17 cents a share analysts had estimated. Zale also posted higher than expected fourth quarter comparable sales, led by big gains at its flagship chain.
Avago Technologies rising about 5% as the electronics maker reports a strong third quarter. Avago also gave a solid revenue forecast for the current quarter. The company sees its revenues for the fourth quarter jumping about 12 to 15% year over year.
Number 8 is Ford. It's up almost 1%. The automaker plans to introduce its My Ford Touch infotainment system to its vehicle lineup in Europe starting next year. The system will debut in an S-Max concept van at next month's Frankfurt Auto Show. Infotainment. Never get tired of that term.
It's good. All right, number 7, Chico's, up more than 4% as investors overlook a disappointing second quarter from the retailer. Chico's reported this morning that net income fell 18% during the quarter as traffic in its stores fell and shoppers curtailed their spending.
Express up about 7% as the company reports a 6.8% rise in second quarter profit. It also lifts the full-year earnings forecast. The retailer's same-store sales jumped during the quarter, though margins contracted amid some slightly higher costs.
We got some booze for you at number 5. Brown-Forman down about 1.5%. The maker of Jack Daniels and Southern Comfort says earnings fell 2.7% in its first quarter because of higher costs. Still, the company backed its full-year guidance, and it says it remains encouraged by the consumers' continuing interest in premium whiskey. The company also said that it plans to raise prices. So we'll see if consumers are willing to pay up for the
Jack. There's been some concern, right, that people have moved or migrated more to wine and sort of special beers as opposed to alcohol.
I suppose that's the case. Shall we do a survey of the panel?
It's not true at the Johnson household. I will certainly.
I was like, no. All right, number 4 is TiVo, climbing more than 5% after reporting better than expected revenue in its most recent quarter and issuing an optimistic outlook. TiVo believes it has now achieved sustained profitability as it posted solid revenue increases in technology and hardware.
And Pulte down 1% today. Shares of home builders edging lower on concerns that the housing market could be cooling off. The National Association of Realtors says pending sales of existing homes unexpectedly fell in July.
Number 2 is Cree. It's the shares of the LED light bulb maker. They're climbing 4%. Piper Jaffray says consumers' attitudes toward lighting products bode well for Cree. In a survey, 85% of respondents said they care more about the energy efficiency, quality, and lifetime of light bulbs than about their price.
Okay, here we are coming up on the number 1 stock of the day, Joy Global. Joy Global down about 4%, dropping in the most it's actually dropped in 9 months. This is after the maker of underground mining equipment projected a decline in sales. Joy's disappointing sales outlook comes amid a slowdown in demand growth for metals and for coal.